More than 800,000 children across the country have become orphans due to HIV/AIDS parental deaths. This is according to chairman of BHEC Africa NGOs Alliance, Martin Kafui Tamaklo. The staggering figure has compelled stakeholders to intensify the campaign against the pandemic in the Lower Manya Krobo municipality, where the prevalence rate is higher. Kofi Siao reports.
The number of children orphaned by HIV/AIDS in the developing world has reached crisis level. In sub-Saharan Africa, HIV/AIDS has worsened the poverty level in many communities and has weakened the capacity of many countries to care for their orphan children. In Ghana, there are about 1.1 million orphan children. One of the biggest challenges of present healthcare efforts in Ghana in the area of HIV/AIDS is how to provide care and support for the soaring numbers of orphan children being created by the disease. For a start, the Manya Krobo Traditional Council, as part of measures to reduce the high prevalence rate in the area, in collaboration with the Municipal Assembly, has launched the Future Win AIDS Fund to support children living with HIV and children orphaned by the disease. Simon Kweku Tete is the Municipal Chief Executive.
The Municipal Assembly with the AIDS Committee, which I chair, in conjunction with the Traditional Council and other NGOs like LF Africa Foundation, we organize a program to mark the day. And the purpose of the program is to raise some funds to take care of the orphans whose parents were victims of HIV/AIDS, and it has been so successful. The good news is that the Traditional Council has bought into the idea. It's like they've accepted it, and they are ready to help us raise enough funds so that we can take care of the orphans, and also to spread the news to tell people that AIDS is real. The fight is not over yet, and students, market women, the youth groups, everybody to be part of this education to ensure that in the near future we eradicate HIV/AIDS from our society.
The paramount chief of the area, Nene Sakite II, speaking at the launch of the program in Odumasi Krobo, expressed worry over the high prevalence rate in his area. He warned his people to be wary of the dangers associated with the pandemic.
When we are taking the drugs and people see you, they say, oh, she's looking good, or he's looking good. We thought he was sick for a while. The drugs will make you look pleasant, make you come back to your form before. But the problem is still there. So if you start to fool around, excuse me to say, again, then you are spreading the AIDS on them to others who thought you were looking good. Then they come calling on you. And this is how we are getting the problem now from people who have the antiretroviral drugs and they're looking nice and good. Then people went back to them thinking their problem has been solved. Don't do that. It's so dangerous and it's not worth it.
UNAIDS and UNICEF has estimated that the number of AIDS orphans could reach 40 million by 2020. Martin Kafui, the trend is worrying and something must be done urgently.
Looking at the data we have, currently we have about 800,000 children on record, and the rest we cannot tell because we know how we fall short a bit in the campaign of helping them to test. In fact, it is when the parents get to test that is when we're able to get the accurate data. And what is helping us now is when the mothers go to the hospital and they are pregnant, one of the things that they encourage them to do is the HIV test and all that. So that one, it becomes a little bit easier. But those of the childbirth that the traditional way of the childbirth and those that happens at home and all of that are the ones that are making us lack when it comes to the accuracy of the data. But we are trying to also work out that one, and we're sure that soon we'll have a vivid data